What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my official free agency wrap-up for 2016. So I wanted to announce the official little mini-series I'm going to be doing to wrap up free agency for the NBA. So the first video I'm going to do is the top 10 biggest steals. That will come tomorrow. Then top 10 biggest signings, top 10 most overpaid players, and then after that, I'm going to do my NBA Power Rankings post-draft and post-lottery. Or post-draft and post-free agency, excuse me. So 4 videos coming up, and then that's pretty much going to wrap up free agency for me. But today, like I said, I wanted to announce that and then give you guys the official wrap-up on free agency, the final set of news, my final thoughts, and then some players that still have left to sign. So a few big signings today, mainly just a bunch of announcements. First one, I mentioned this yesterday, KD officially signs to the Golden State Warriors. So KD to Golden State is official now. Next one is Ian Clark re-signed to the Warriors. That one kind of interests me because I didn't think Ian Clark was going to go back to the Warriors. I thought he was going to be able to go somewhere else, get kind of a bigger role, and see where he can take his career post Golden State. But anyway, decent signing for Golden State. Marcelo Huertas re-signs to the Lakers for 2 years. Hassan Whiteside officially signed with Miami Heat. That wasn't really a surprise, but some people were thinking maybe he might end up leaving Miami because Dwayne Wade left. Dellavedova, official sign and trade with the Cavs is done. Albert Miralles goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, or at least they have his rights. Marcus Thornton re-signed to the Wizards for a veteran's minimum. I thought he could have gotten more than that. Kind of a surprise that he actually ended up going back to the Wizards on a veteran's minimum. Nicolas Brussino signed to the Mavs on a 3-year deal. Not all of them are guaranteed, but just a guy on I believe on their summer league team. So Marshall Plumlee signs multi-year deal with the Knicks. I kind of like this. I'm a Duke fan, so I like that Marshall Plumlee gets a chance with some team. And the other 2 Plumlees are having decently successful, especially Mason, NBA careers. So hopefully Marshall can follow in Miles and Mason's steps. So Rodney McGruder signed to the Knicks on a... Wait, I thought Rodney McGruder was the Heat. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, it's the Miami Heat. Sorry about that. 3-year deal, only 1 guaranteed. One of the bigger ones of the day, Boban Marjanovic signed to the Detroit Pistons on a 3-year, $21 million deal. So Pistons add a little bit of depth to the front court. To replace him, assuming to replace him, the San Antonio Spurs signed Dewayne Dedmon to a 2-year, $6 million deal. The Jeff Teague, George Hill, and Taurean Prince, in effect, trade was officially announced today, so all those players are officially on those rosters now. Big news for San Antonio. Manu Ginobili signs a 1-year deal. Some people thought he was going to retire, so he's back for another year. Good news for the Suns. Marquise Chris, Dragan Bender signed to their rookie contracts. And then Amir Johnson, player option, picked up by the Boston Celtics for 2016-2017. So they have Amir Johnson back for another year. All right. So, go ahead and talk about just my final thoughts about free agency, just the final wrap-up of everything. This was a crazy free agency. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as next year. Next year, there's just so many big names. Obviously, KD's going to Golden State was a big one, and you know what? We'll see what happens with KD in 2 years. But I honestly don't think he's going to stay in Golden State. That's looking a little bit far down the road considering he just signed a few hours ago. But I like this set of free agency. It's more fun when it keeps you on your toes. All the rumors keep going around. You don't know who's going to sign where. Dwayne Wade was the perfect example of that. Players leaving their longtime homes. Derrick Rose, even though he wasn't signed to someone else, traded to the Knicks. That's crazy. Joakim Noah going to the Knicks. I expected Joakim Noah to go somewhere else, but again, another longtime Bull that left. Obviously Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant. Going down the list, Rajon Rondo going to the Bulls again. Bulls made a big splash this year in free agency. one of the biggest change teams. You know, it's been fun seeing the first week of free agency. Like I said, there's still a few big players. I'm gonna put a link in the description below to a free agency, or to my bet, or in my opinion, the best free agency tracker I've found so far. And you know, there's still a few big names left up on the board. A few of note to me. J.R. Smith is one. Let me see if I can find the free agency tracker I was using. But yeah, like I said, it's been a pretty crazy free agency. It's been a lot of fun to follow. Like I said, I haven't really followed free agency as close as I did this year in a while. All right, so yeah. You know, Harrison Barnes was another domino. I didn't expect Harrison Barnes to actually get a max contract until it actually happened. I mean, I guess I did. I just didn't feel like it should have actually happened just after his performance in the finals and the fact that he just really hasn't progressed since 2013, 2014. But that'll pretty much do it for this video. Like I said, this is just my official wrap-up, and then keep an eye out for the free agency or wrap-up series coming up tomorrow, and then also my NHL free agency wrap-up series I will be doing tonight. That'll be the last video of the day, so that's pretty much it. See ya.